Hello and welcome to race 6 of the Race 100 season. We are here in Spain and this is Jack's fastest lap in qualifying. So coming up towards the finish line, using as much curves as you possibly can down there, and then some more when he gets refreshed over the line with DRS down to the long drag towards turn 1 and into turns 1 and 2, quite fast corners. Now coming up towards the long turn 3. You see then Dubsy in the top left hand corner of your screen. He's done a 1:18.7 for pole position at the moment, and Jack is up on that by 1/10 of a second as they go through turn 4. So Jack through turn 4, now up to turn 5. Slide downhill as he gets on the power and then comes out towards turns 7 and 8. Already through turn 6, which is the little left kink. Now up towards turn 9. Not quite clipping the apex, he's got to hang on to the throttle in 5th gear. Now with DRS down the back straight down towards the hairpin of turn 10. It's not purple anymore, it's only a green middle sector. And now coming up through the slower section of the track through 11 and now 12. Try not to get too much oversteer as he gets on the power. Now through 13 and now the slow chicane of 14 and 15. Can he get it right? It looks okay to me. Now through the final corner of turn 16. How close is this going to be to pole position? Over the finish line. And it's 3rd. Only 1/10 of a second behind Dubsy. Dubsy then on pole position with Damaso splitting Dubsy and Jack. Visual Temps in 4th. Silent 5th with Daniel in 6th. Here's the start then. We are on board with Silent, who starts in 5th. Jack directly ahead of us in 3rd with Visual Temps alongside Silent in 4th. And we're away in Spain. Round 6. What is this going to do to the championship? Silent with an awful start. He's all over the place. He's on the grass even before he gets out of 2nd gear. And now the cars are shooting past him. Mikey's been held up as well. Jack now being crowded out by the top 2 as they go in towards turn 1. Visual Temps has gone past him. Jack off the track. Over the curves, a snap of oversteer. The 2 Ferraris have touched. And there's carnage behind him. Red Bull's gone off. Silent off. Bernardo there as well. Silent has been given a penalty. That's quite astonishing. He had nowhere to go. You see, I think that's KJW and Jack in distance. Bernardo goes past him. Silent without a front wing and with a penalty. As Silent then finally comes into the pit lane. He is miles off of the lead already. The leader's already going through the 1st sector, and Silent has got a drive through to serve as well as this pit stop. This is going to be a long race for Silent unless something dramatic happens, probably a safety car. He's going to need something special to get anywhere near any considerable points now, and he comes out on the prime tyres in last place. Now Jack, as he comes around the final corner to start lap 7, he has re-caught the pack on his option tyres that he did in qualifying, and now with the DRS coming out towards the back of Jaywood, can he get up the inside? Jaywood on primes, so Jack should have the pace advantage, but he's got off. He braked too late, he locked his front right tyre, and he's got off. Jaywood is going to have to... Jaywood's gone past him again. Jack gave that place up, and now he's going to switch back and go straight down the inside of Jaywood into turn 4. And he does. So Jaywood falls to 8th. Jack takes 7th place. And now there's Turk right ahead of him in 6th. Jaywood right up behind Jack. Jack locks a wheel again into turn 5. Is a little wide. Jaywood trying to capitalise but can't. Jack's got the momentum and is now able to pull away as they go on towards 7 and 8. And Turk's in the gravel. Turk's gone off the track. Jack takes 6th. So Jack is in 6th place and Jaywood takes 7th from Turk as well. And now Jack's in the gravel. And I think Jaywood touched the gravel as well, but he's closing in. And now Jack's been given a touch. Jaywood's hit the back of him. The three of them are all bunched up now then. Jack coming up towards turn 12. And I think Turk has passed Jaywood again. So Turk has taken 7th place. He capitalised on the knock between the 2 of them. But Jack now is in 6th place. He's got to be wary of the DRS as they come through the final chicane and now on towards the pit straight. Turk is right up behind him, but Jack's got a lot of momentum And Daniel is in the pits. So Jack's teammate Daniel in the pits for Ferrari. That puts Jack into 5th. Jay Wood with the DRS is flying past Turk. Now he's going to come up the inside of Jack, is he? Jack leaves in space on the inside. Turk makes a really late lunge. And Jack manages to hang on to it. And Visual Temps is off the track. So that gives Jack 4th. Jack's gone from 8th to 4th in the space of just over a lap. Jack up to 4th now with Mikey in 3rd. Jay Wood's passed Temps up to 5th. And Temps has fallen down the field. As Jack comes up towards turn 5 now. And he locks his front left wheel again. Going into turn 5, the downhill left-hander. Jay Wood now is closing in. We've got a battle going on behind between Temps and I think that's Turk. And now Jay Wood is right up behind. Turk is right up behind Jack. I think Jack's tyres are beginning to go off. Jack is going to have to defend, I think. Oh no, and there's a collision behind. I think that's Temps and Turk have come together. Behind. And Jack's gone off. Jack's gone off. And Jay Wood manages to take that place back again. Jack's tyres are really going off now. And it's KJW in 6th. So it seems that it was Turk and Visual Temps that came together in the background of the picture that we saw from the rear view of Jack. And now Jack is coming into the final chicane and now into the pit lane. So Jack into the pit lane for his first stop. And I think that's Mikey in ahead of him as well. Jay Wood goes through on the prime tyres. Mikey is just exiting the pits as Jack comes in. Jack onto the prime tyres. Where is this going to put him? It's going to put him in 7th. The 2 cars behind are coming in. So that's 7th place. So coming up towards the end of lap 13, Jack in 6th place now, and there's been a coming together up ahead, and there's Jay Wood off. So Jack takes 5th place from Jay Wood, but who was it? I think it was Daniel. And now Daniel, I believe, has been given a drive-through penalty for that coming together. And now, as they come through turn 5 then, and Turk has destroyed his vehicle. Then there's a safety car. So Turk, he's out of the race. He crashed into the pit wall, and there is a safety car, which means that Daniel will not be able to take his drive-through penalty until after the safety car comes in. That's going to ruin his race. But the race that he has saved is Silence. Silent, I believe, is still in last place, where he's right at the back of the field, and he's going to suffer he has been suffering horrifically up to this point, but now he will have the chance to rejoin the back of the pack, and for the next 52 laps actually have a race again. As Mikey, his teammate, comes in. Mikey comes in, Jack does not, Daniel does not. So Mikey in the pits, Damaso in the pits. So Dubsy in the lead, Daniel in 2nd, Jack in 3rd. So it's a Ferrari 2-3 at the moment, and they came together in the first 2 corners of lap 1. So the 2 Ferraris, 2nd and 3rd. Damaso comes out in 4th. I believe Mikey will come out in 5th place, although it's going to be quite close. And now Silent, here is Silent, so he's not last, he is in 8th place. But now he's coming into the pits himself. So he's going to come in and get himself a new set of tyres. Probably the good thing to do. And he can come in, change those tyres. He's putting on a set of options, so he's going to be fast when the safety car comes in. So here we are then, Dubsy is backing the pack up, the safety car is in at the end of this lap. And now the 2 Ferraris weaving, trying to get some heat into their tyres. Damaso behind, keeping patient, and Dubsy's dropped the hammer. Dubsy is away, and Dubsy's gone wide. Dubsy's gone wide, can Dan capitalise? No, he's got to come in for his drive-through. So Daniel in the pits for his drive-through, and now Jack's got no slipstream. There's been a gap left by the Ferrari, and now Damaso's right up behind him. Is Damaso going to have a go? He's closing little by little. Jack choosing not to go defensive. Damaso down the inside. Lots of lag involved. And now meanwhile Silent's trying to come up the inside of KJW and does. So Silent up to 7th. Jack down to 3rd. Jack now coming off the hairpin at turn 10 and he's gone wide. Visual Temps is right up behind him. And well, Jack's managed to hang on to the position, but this is the queue behind him. This is the queue behind him. You can see Jack there in the distance with Visual Temps. Jay Wood then in 5th. Silent goes round the outside of Mikey for 6th. Visual tips all over the back of the Ferrari. You can see that ahead. And now Jay Wood's gone a little bit wide at the final chicane. And now through turn 16, the final quarter, Jay Wood's left Silent some space. Temps trying to attack Jack ahead of us. Silent cannot get past Jay Wood at the moment, but he has the DRS now. Jay Wood does not. Silent now is going to come up the inside. Jack now being overtaken by Temps ahead of us. Temps up the inside. Oh no, Temps, that was Temps on the outside. Jack's gone off. And Jay Wood's gone off on the curbs on the outside as well. So Jay Wood has gone off Mikey up to 6th. Temps has passed Jack for 3rd. And now then, Visual Temps has gone a little bit wide. Jack trying to fight back. Jack trying to fight the Toro Rosso back. The championship leader is under pressure. He's gone off. Jack has gone through the 3rd, but who was ahead of the detection point for the DRS? Who's going to miss out? I think it's Jack. Jack was ahead. Jack was a bit over ambitious with that, and now he's going to pay for it. Silent's got them both. Now on board with Jack, as Silent goes past him. Temps goes past him. Temps on the inside of Silent. Silent leaves some room. Temps can't make the move stick. And now Silent is up to 3rd. What an eventful few laps that was. And now Silent is up to 3rd, given that he was last after lap 1. Lap 20 then, and Visual Temps is the car ahead of us. We're on board with Jack now. Silent trying to pull away in the Williams. And now, as Jack goes through the detection point, he's definitely behind Temps this time. And now using the rest of his curves, can he get a run on Visual Temps? He's coming up behind him. He looks like he's a little bit too far back, but now he's making a move. Jack trying to come up the inside, but can't make it stick. Visual Temps running a little bit wide though, and now he's got a little bit out of shape. Jack trying to come around the outside of Temps in turn 3. Can he make it stick? Jack a little bit scared off the road, and now he's got off, and that's allowed Mikey past him. So Mikey up to 5th now. Jack is going backwards since the safety car is now back down to 6th place, but he's attacking Mikey again. Round the outside towards turn 5. Cannot make it stick. Mikey keeps the position, and now it's KJW behind. Still lap 21 then, as they come through the final section again. Through the final chicane, it says 14 and 15, and Temps has once again got it wrong. And now Mikey up the inside of Temps as they come onto the pit straight. Mikey's very slow actually, and he's on the grass on the inside. And now Jack with the DRS. Can he nail them both? We're going to be 3 abreast here coming down towards turn 1. Jack trying to come down the middle, and now he's passed Mikey around the outside, down the inside, tries to go around Temps but goes off. He couldn't get past Temps yet again. Temps goes through, Mikey goes through, and now KJW looking like he looks punchy as well behind. He's watching this, seeing where he can pick off these cars, and now Jack's still trying to look at the back of Mikey but can't do it. That's given Temps a little bit of space, but meanwhile Silent has pulled away dramatically and is now with Dubsy. So that is now the safety cars really turned Silent's race around, and now he has a chance of challenging the championship leaders. And now Mikey coming down towards turn 10 and 11. Mikey trying to go down the inside. Temps is wide. Temps is wide. Mikey goes past him. Mikey goes past him for 4th. And now through turns 12. Now coming up to 13 and 14. KJW looking at the back of Jack. They touch. They touch but no harm done. And now Jack through the final chicane. Mikey then is going to have to defend from Temps this time. And now Jack has the DRS on Temps as well, but he is quite far back. Temps has got the DRS on Mikey. Temps should take this back then, and he looks like he's going to. What can Jack do? Jack coming up towards the Williams of Mikey. Coming up towards turn 1, but cannot do it. And meanwhile, Silent's gone off. Silent's gone off. Adams, you can see that there. Temps now attacking Silent by the looks of it. And Jack's gone off. Jack's gone off on the outside of turn 3. KJW is now going to capitalise and take it. Jack down to 7th, while Temps is fighting the Williams ahead. Jack falls back another place to the hands of the Red Bull of KJW. And now Mikey having a sniff at the back of Temps there, but can't do anything. Jack now looks like he's going to give up on these tyres. They're all bunching up ahead of him, you can see that there. And now Jack is going to come into the pits. He is coming into the pits. So maybe that will help him then. Some extra speed on these tyres, an undercut. So Ferrari forcing the issue then. Jack is not going to watch these people fight each other and hold him up. or pull away rather, because Jack's been struggling. He is going to force the issue.
We believe the car ahead has a lot of fuel in reserve.
So then, Silent has just come out of the pits. We saw that from Jack. Jack is now ahead of us, but he's looking back now. Temps is trying to come up the outside of him. Silent trying to defend from visual Temps. Daniel has a watching brief behind. Temps right around the outside. Good move. Silent trying to fight back, but can't. Temps has got the position. Temps takes 6th place away from the Williams. And now Silent trying to fight back. Visual Temps, I think that's Dubsy ahead of us in 4th place. But now Silent trying to come up the inside, and does. But now they're side by side coming down the pit straight. Silent will have the DRS, and we should get that position and keep the position he does. Temps trying to get in the slipstream but can't do anything about it. Silent sticks to the inside and takes that 5th place back. So these two fighting it out then. All over the place at the moment. So Jack's strategy of pitting earlier has really reaped its rewards. He's ahead of Dubsy now as well as KJW pits. So Damaso is in the lead and Jack is in 2nd place now ahead of Dubsy. And what a strategy he has played there. He's ahead of all of the people he was racing against. He was behind all of them before. Jack might have to do some defending here as Dubsy is up behind him. He's got to keep an eye on it. Jack trying to race at the moment. He's just sticking to the racing line. Dubsy is quite close to him off the inside and he's going to take it. Jack didn't fight him too hard. He knows that Dubsy is very fast. He does not want to ruin his own race. So then, Jack looks like he's going to be coming in at the end of this lap to get rid of those prime tyres. The cars behind are catching him because of him pitting earlier. His tyres are more worn. He's going to come in again a little earlier than before, and that should give him some more pace. Silent is ahead of Damaso, so Damaso needs to clear Silent so he can get after Dubsy. Those two then definitely look like the fastest cars in terms of racing for victory. Jack now down to 7th after this pit stop. There's Damaso with the fastest lap on 21.8. And this is as we were mentioning before then. Damaso has got to get past Silent to get after Dubsy, and it looks like that's exactly what he's trying to do. Damaso up the inside into turn 10. And is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does. Damaso takes that 2nd place just like he needed to do. And now he can get after Dubsy. Silent now has his teammate behind him in 4th place. Silent now then came out of the pits ahead of Temps rather. Jack is the car ahead of him, but he's quite far ahead now. And now it's going to be Temps that's behind Silent. Is he going to have a go down towards turn 1? He's in the slipstream. He has the DRS. And he looks like he's going to come around the outside once again. These two still going at it like they have been for the majority of this Grand Prix. And Temps does take the place with a new fastest lap to boot. Mikey now behind Silent. And Temps trying to get away. so he can get out of that DRS zone of silence, so he can keep that 5th position. Jack now coming up behind KJW. KJW on very, very worn tyres. He's doing a different strategy to the others. He is trying to stop one time less, which means that he's going to be very, very slow at the moment. And Jack, with the DRS, comes down the inside and looks like he's going to take it, and he does quite easily. And meanwhile, Silent is trying to have another go at Visual Temps. Temps could not get out of the DRS zone, and Silent breezes past the Toro Rosso. It seems that these two can't get enough of each other. Visual Temps then trying to make a move on Silent. Silent then moving around on the circuit to try and get out of the toe. Trying to keep Temps out of the toe, but it didn't do any good. Temps comes back up the inside for the place. Temps takes 4th. Dubsy is behind them now in 6th place because he delayed his pit stop. Silent now coming through the final corner. You can see Temps then once again, but I think Temps might have the DRS himself on KJW, who's just pitted, or maybe not then. Silent then with the superior straight line speed. Temps just cannot defend against it. Silent goes past once again into turn 1. A little touch there, I think, between those two. Jack now coming through the final few corners of the lap. He has now got a bigger gap over Silent with those two battling with each other, and there's a little bit of a queue forming behind, and Jack now comes in for his final stop from 2nd place, and I believe the people behind him have all got to stop as well except for Dubsy. So I think Dubsy is going to go to the end. Jack will come out a little bit further back, but he will have much fresher tyres and will have to pit one time less than the others ahead of him. He comes out in 5th place. Silent then trying to defend from Dubsy. Dubsy then is really being delayed in his fight with Damaso. And is that Dubsy? It is Dubsy. I think Dubsy's had a collision with Silent then. Dubsy's dropped back. This is 4th position. We know that Silent's got to stop again, and he's going to drop back. This is the battle for a net 2nd place here. Can Jack get ahead of the Toro Rosso of Dubsy? Damaso is long gone now. I think Silent's done the damage to Dubsy. And now, Dubsy weaving all over the track. He's on the grass, trying to get Jack out of his slipstream and goes to the inside. But Jack takes the position. Jack takes 3rd place, which will be a net 2nd once Silent comes in. Wow. Silent then coming into the last few corners of the lap. Temps is currently behind KJW. KJW, as I said, is struggling in the closing stages, but he's trying to hang on to these positions, as this is now all on the sprint to the end. The 4 laps to go, including this one that they've just started. Temps trying to come past KJW. KJW forces him 2 wheels on the grass, and Visual Temps powers his way through and takes that 4th place from KJW. Now what can Silent do? Silent now all over the back of KJW at the end of lap 63. There is 3 to go at the end of this one, and Silent then with a bit of a messy exit, but he has a lot of traction. And now down the pit straight once again. KJW does not have DRS when Silent will have DRS, and Silent's got so much straight line speed anyway, and he's going to come down the inside of KJW. KJW doesn't bother defending it this time. Silent takes 5th place, KJW down to 6th. Approaching the last few corners of the Grand Prix then. Silent's in the DRS zone of Visual Temps, but he's nowhere near close enough. Damaso wins in Spain. Quite comfortably, I must say. Damaso with the victory in Spain. Jack is going to come home in 2nd, and he's going to stay ahead of Dubsy for 3rd. And Silent closing all the time on Visual Temps. The name tag comes into view into the final chicane. Silent's all over the back of him as they come through. towards the final corner and onto the pit straight. Can Temps hang on? He does, just about, by a mere 1/10 of a second. So as I said, Damaso wins from Jack, Dubsy in third with Temps fourth, Silent in fifth, KJW in sixth. Daniel, the drive-through penalty ruined his race. He is the last one to finish in seventh. Mikey did not finish and was classified eighth. Here is the championship then. Visual Temps keeps the lead of the championship, but Jack has closed the gap down to 4 points with Silent on 82. And in the constructors, Toro Rosso extend their lead by 3 points over Ferrari. Williams losing ground a little bit in that fight, losing 10 points to Ferrari, 13 points to Toro Rosso, and they are now on 122 points. Mercedes boosted by the win for Damaso.